Infectious diseases in the village chicken can cause harm to your flock and potentially your family. This is easily avoided with some simple practices. To prevent disease in your chickens, use practical biosecurity measures, detect disease signs early, and treat sick birds quickly. Infectious disease is spread through direct contact of healthy animals with diseased animals, through the air from sick animals to neighboring animals, bodily fluids of diseased animals on objects or in feed or water, disease vectors like insects or rats, and from hen to chick via the egg. Biosecurity helps to prevent the spread of disease between your flock and neighboring farms. Segregation of different types of animals is key to biosecurity. Practice segregation by separating different poultry species such as chickens, ducks, geese, and guinea fowl in different housing and runs. Some poultry species can act as carriers of disease to your chickens without getting sick themselves. Keeping feed and water sources away from wild birds and other wild animals. Keeping animals' feed bags dry and stored safely away from rats and insects. Housing new chickens or chickens you couldn't sell at the market for 2 weeks in a separate enclosure away from the main hen house. Cleaning and disinfecting are also key to biosecurity. Practice cleaning and disinfection to prevent disease in your flock by regularly cleaning out your chicken house and disposing of manure and wood chip or bedding. Compost the manure for 3 weeks before using it on your gardens. Placing wood ash or lime on the walls and floors. Cleaning feeders and drinkers daily with water and soap or detergent. Cleaning and disinfecting your equipment, including cages, egg trays, and brooder and slaughter equipment after each use. Metal or plastic equipment is best for this reason. Finally, good biosecurity means practicing good personal hygiene and restricting the movement of people on your farm. This involves washing hands with soap before and after handling birds, using shoes or boots dedicated only to the poultry house, or install a foot bath and brush at the entrance to the poultry house with frequently changed water and disinfectant. To make a disinfectant, you can use a commercial disinfectant following the guidelines on the packaging, or 1 kg washing soda in 25-liter water, or 2 dessert spoons of bleach in 1 liter of water, or undiluted vinegar. If boots are very muddy or dirty, brush off excess mud before dipping in the foot bath to disinfect them. Regulating who comes in contact with your animals. It is important to regulate who comes in contact with your animals. Ideally, you would have no visitors in the poultry house except members of the family responsible for feeding and caring for your chickens, or animal health workers. Otherwise, make sure visitors know and follow the hygiene rules. Having a lock or a visitor sign on the chicken house is useful. For visitors coming from other farms, get them to clean and spray their shoes and car tires with disinfectant when they arrive and when they leave your land. If children are helping with the chickens, make sure they also wash their hands before and after and do not hold the chickens near their face. This will help prevent germs that may cause childhood diarrhea diseases. When slaughtering chickens for consumption, immerse the chicken in boiling hot water for a minute before plucking the feathers. This will make the feathers easier to remove and kill any germs on the chicken. When it comes to village chickens, prevention is the best way to fight disease. There are several preventative treatments that you can use, particularly for parasites. Store-bought deworming and coccidia treatments in the feed or water a few times a year is ideal. Or you can trial natural products like betel nut or papaya seeds or sap to prevent a buildup of excess worms. You can also place aromatic plants or herbs in and around the poultry house to prevent biting insects. And of course, providing dust baths for your beds will keep away lice and mites. Speak to your local animal health service if there is a particular disease in your area that you need help to vaccinate against. Getting to know the signs of an unhealthy chicken is very important so that you can detect disease early before it spreads. To detect disease early, observe your chickens daily for unusual signs like being lethargic, lame, off their food, any breathing difficulties, running droppings, distended crops, or discolored combs or wattles. Check the eyes for discharge. Check the feet and head for cuts. Check skin and feathers for insect parasites. Check the vent of laying hens and the navel of chicks for any signs of infection. In case of any doubt in how to treat birds, reach out to the Kyeema Village Chicken Group on Facebook or consult a local chicken health worker. In case of many sudden deaths in your flock, consult with your local animal health service as soon as possible. When you find a sick bird, it is important to separate them from the rest of the flock straight away. Place them in a separate cage or house dedicated to quarantine sick birds for at least 7 days after they are healthy again. Always provide them with enough fresh feed, clean water, and proper housing to help them recover. Clean the chicken house thoroughly each day by removing droppings as often as possible to prevent further spread of the disease. It is important to slaughter very sick chickens. Bury their remains, including any eggs or manure left in the chicken house. Do not feed the remains to dogs or other animals as they may spread disease to neighbors. Never slaughter and eat a sick chicken or sell it for eating. Don't buy or sell birds when there are known disease outbreaks in your area. If high losses occur in the flock, inform your local animal health service. You may be advised to slaughter all your chickens and wait for some time before restocking. Clean and disinfect your chicken house and run, washing with water and detergent first to remove as much dirt as possible. Then dry in direct sunlight. Burn and replace any bush materials like poles or thatched roofs. Then splash or spray the chicken house walls and floors in dissolved lime or other disinfectant. It is best to wait 30 days after the last bird died before getting new birds. If any related human symptoms occur, inform your local health service. Although it is rare, birds may transmit diseases to humans and be the source of disease outbreaks that have global consequences. So that's how we keep our flock and our families healthy.